The power of teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more. Welcome. As you know, that we've got these little characters in our life, and sometimes we're overly positive about things and like jumping up and down with excitement. And then there'll come a point where we're negative about things and we're deflated and we're tired and we're overwhelmed and close to burnout at times in our lives. And what we're really looking to do, whether it be as an individual or as a team in collaboration, is a little bit of both. We want to be balanced. We want to be a little bit of support and a little bit of challenge. We don't want to negate the challenge. We don't want to negate the other side, the time for rest, relaxation, and even being a little bit sad or deflated at times and really having that thing happen to us. And we also don't want to think we only have to be positive Pete, like absolutely enthused and going through every adventure with the most extreme amount of excitement, because that is not sustainable. What is sustainable? Where we can actually influence ourselves and our teams to have exponential growth is in the middle, where there is a little bit of support and challenge. It's on the border of that support and challenge, because that will keep us fit and healthy. Okay, so that's what we're looking to do. And I just want you to remember that it doesn't mean that we can't have fun. Fun is critical, and I think that it's more important than ever as teams and in the workplace, whether it be on a virtual meeting, whether it be together as a group setting, make sure that there's fun and laughter, because fun and laughter actually helps to calm down the amygdala, the hindbrain that causes that reactive instinctual response, where we're in fight or flight or freeze mode, or we're just exhausted, and just to relax you, because it actually merges then with the intuition, which is the prefrontal cortex and the forebrain, into this creative thought where we can come together and enjoy ourselves. So it isn't about not having fun just by saying like sit in the middle. It's about making sure that you have that dance between the two, so that you know when to have fun, when it is time to actually take a break and to look at things in a lighter way, and to be a bit funny about it, and to be funny with yourself, because it can actually just release those endorphins that are needed to calm you down enough to get you back to thinking and focused again. So I always say that being funny is the acronym, making up the word funny, of the future understanding of new information. So it's bringing that into the now. And that's what I want you to think about doing. And it's to be playful, to see how you feel in different settings. That's why when we did the exercise with the bully and the praising and the begging, I asked you to get a sense of how did it feel to give over, to be the bully, to be the person begging, and to be the person that's actually praising and admiring. And what was it like to actually receive those different sort of settings, those different personality traits and actions? What did you actually feel like when you were having that setting? And not to be attached to one way only, but to realize that when the bully is extreme, it's not good. When the begging is extreme, it's also not good. It's uncomfortable. It's horrible both ways, all right? And even when there's a lot of praise and admiration, you will find that if you feel good when you're being praised, you will actually take on more workload than you probably are capable of, and you'll have an unrealistic expectation on yourself to do more than you really can do at that time. So be mindful. It's okay if you're being praised by someone and you can actually reflect back in fair exchange of the hard work that you've given and just say thank you for that, then you're in a fair exchange mode, a balance. That's when you're balanced. But if you are being praised and you're being told you're the miracle worker or you're amazing at your work, and you get suddenly inflated by that, just know you're going to give more to that person, and sometimes you're going to overgive, which leads to you overworking, which actually ends up leading to burnout. So what we want to do is have a balance of all different types, and not be too extreme with any type. Okay, because we need all of these things within the workplace to be carrying out, because sometimes we need to be strict And we need to say, guys, it's time to knuckle down. Let's get the job done. I know you can do better than that. And that sometimes is required just to push and pull the situation. And other times it's like, really, please, I need your help on this. Like, I can't actually get this done without your help. And there's a time and a place for both. But being really extreme is not what we're looking for. We're looking to own who we are, what we're doing, and how to move forward and have a lot of fun while we're doing it. Okay. Secondly, we talked about the 6 principles of empowered teams. There's 6 principles here of having empowered teams, which means teams that can collaborate, teams that connect, teams that engage, and teams that actually have exponential growth. And exponential growth is like, they call it 10xing, but I like to think of it as doubling over a period of time. I like to look at the mathematical equation of the exponential effect, and that's like to double on itself, and it does it over a period of time in business. And that's what you're looking to do. You want to be sustainable, but also seeing that what happens is the curve is going upwards like this, not like up, down, okay? So we're looking for that. And that's the result of these principles. That's the result of empowered teams. That's the result of sustained individuals within a team dynamic that are owning their talents, that are moving forward with themselves, that are getting fair exchange, that are outcome driven, and that are able to sort of dissolve anything that's holding them back from growing to that next level, but are also able to actually, as a leader, pass the baton and let go and let the baton be passed around the team members for each specific thing that's required, and actually then receive the winnings at the end, which means a win for all, a win for you as an individual, a win for your team, a win for them, a win for the client, and a win for society at large. Okay, so that's what we're looking to do when we're creating this. And so obviously it's going to take work. So those are the 6 principles. I want you now to remember, whenever you go into any project, into any engagement, into life, that it's very important to start setting intentions, whether it be in your personal life, your family life, your workplace, in any team interaction. It's wonderful to set an intention, but it's wonderful to also walk in with your own intention. So remember to keep doing that as you work your way through this journey. And we are now going to move forward to each of the principles that we're going to be working on. And I want you to remember that this power of teamwork is going to be exponential, not only for the team, not only for those you serve, but also for you as an individual. And that's what it's about. Let's go.